Today's tip of the day is on cable lateral raises. Now, the way I'm doing the cable lateral raise is the way you typically would do that, with the cable crossed in front of you. Now, the problem with that is that the resistance that you're getting starts when the arm is across the body. Now, your deltoid really isn't the prime mover in this position. So you're getting a lot of the supraspinatus, which is the deep underlying rotator cuff muscle. So right here, you're limited to the resistance that you can lift in this position. And the supraspinatus is much weaker than the deltoid. So it limits you to how much weight you can use when you're doing it in front of the body. So an alternative is, instead of standing with the opposite foot facing the cable and the opposite arm doing the work, to stand with the working arm being the same side as the leg that's closest to the cable, and then bringing the cable up in this direction to do your lateral raise. Now you'll notice that I'm not bringing my arm all the way down because there's really not much resistance from here to here. But that's fine, because what I'm doing is removing that range of motion where the supraspinatus is the prime mover, and you're limited to how much weight you can use. So now you can use more weight in this range of motion, placing more focus on the deltoid, primarily the middle deltoid here, but also placing more overload because you're able to go heavier. So now what you can do, you can start cable lateral raises, if you're going to do the one arm like this, with the cable crossing the body. And then you're going to go to a failure in this position. Then once you've reached muscle failure, like I said, you're limited on this set to the weight that you can lift going through this range of motion. So now once you've reached muscle failure, if you change the direction of the cable, now you're going to be stronger because you're removing that part of the range of motion here and focusing more on the deltoid being the prime mover and that being a stronger muscle. So now you're able to complete the set. So it's basically a extended set, if you will. Now, if you have a cable system like this that's much narrower than your typical cable crossover station, you can do the same thing with both arms at the same time. So you're going to start the set, arms crossed, go to muscle failure, and then finish the set, arms at your side. That's the extended set. Now you wouldn't be able to do this if you're in the typical cable crossover, which runs much wider, but what you would do there is just do, like I said, the one arm version, where you're going to start with the cable across the body, hit failure, and then change. Then you have to do it this way, change position. So give that a try next time you train shoulders. You can incorporate this into any of my programs wherever you see lateral raises, particularly cable lateral raises. You can try this version. Let me know how you're using it yourself. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Stay tuned, Army Strong, guys.